I often come across people who will say to me that meditation, not possible. I often hear people say, my mind's too busy to meditate. My mind's too active, I can't meditate. Or I've tried to meditate and I can't do it. Very common reason, or a very common explanation that people give for why they can't meditate. Firstly, to say that you can't meditate because your mind is busy is like saying that you can't take an aspirin or a paracetamol because your headache's too bad. Do you see what I mean? The whole point in meditation is to deal with your busy mind. So to say that your mind is too busy to meditate is actually ludicrous. One of the biggest obstacles which people come across in meditation is that they feel their mind is too busy. They feel the thoughts are too active. They can't stop the thoughts. Why that objection arises is because people have this wrong idea that meditation is about stopping your thoughts. Certainly there are high levels of meditation where you can actually stop your thoughts and stay single-pointedly on one object for many hours. But for most of us in our daily life, we're not going to reach that point. For us, in our daily ways, what we're doing in meditation is we're learning to work with our thoughts. The thoughts are not going to go away. When we look at, in fact, what we call distraction in meditation, there are two levels of being distracted in meditation. The first one is when you completely forget what you're doing. So if you're watching your breath, you forget your breath completely and you're somewhere else. You're on holiday, or you're yesterday, or whatever. That's what we call gross distraction, and that's something which we can work with and can start to reduce. We talk about another level of distraction, which is subtle distraction. And from that point of view, you're still breathing, you're still watching your breath to some degree, but you have thoughts going on in the background. Now, for us on a daily level, that level of distraction is not going to go away. You're not going to stop your thoughts. So the idea that that's what you're doing is completely wrong in the first place. You can't stop your thoughts. But what you can do is work with your thoughts, whereby instead of identifying with them, instead of following them, instead of being involved in the story that they're telling you, you can step back and you can just let them come and let them go. Let them pass through you like a cloud through the sky or a fish through water. And in that way, you're becoming the master of your thoughts rather than them controlling you. That's what you're doing. And so, if you feel you can't stop your thoughts, that isn't a reason not to meditate. It's a reason to meditate. There's a lovely expression which says that, for example, if you have a very busy day ahead of you, then what do you need to do meditation-wise? You should meditate for half an hour. If you have an unbelievably busy day ahead of you, then how long should you meditate for? 2 hours. The point being that what meditation will do for you, it won't stop your thoughts. It won't still that roving mind, but what it will do is organize your mind into a structured, happy, skillful place to be. And that's what you're able to do when you're working with your thoughts, when you're working with the ability to not be involved in the thoughts, not be stuck in them, not follow their story, but let them come and let them go. And from that point of view, anyone can do that. We all have thoughts, we all have minds, we all have awarenesses. And if we can work with that, we're working with our sense of being aware, and we're working with our thoughts in order to let them go rather than having them be the middle of the picture, as it were. So everybody can meditate, for sure.